The Industrial Revolution changed the world forever. It changed the world in such a way that it's still changing today, starting with agriculture and the production of more food than ever, to the concentration of ex-farmers in the cities. The structure of society was altered by the Industrial Revolution, and the changes we saw in the 1800s has remained until this very day. With the use of machines that could do the work of a dozen farmers replacing these people, they moved to the cities to find a way to make a living, something we see now, where the majority of the population live in the cities. These people congregated here because that is where the work is. The more people there are, the more jobs there will be to support these people. With the introduction of the steam engine, many jobs were in the area of manufacturing. Jobs revolving around the idea of producing services to other people still existed, but were in the minority. As jobs became more and more easily replaceable by machines, more jobs were found in the service sector, less in manufacturing, until today, where in Australia, we have many more service jobs than we do manufacturing. A small change that has bloomed into a big one. The steam engine. First introduced to extract the water flooding the mines in Britain, engineers turned that power to move hundreds of tons of goods on trains, building an enormous network of rail all across the country for it. Today the train network is still strong, but the engine is so much more. As technology has evolved, the steam engine turned into the internal combustion engine, and now nearly every family in Australia owns their own car, with the power of an old train inside of it, able to travel so far that the old villages are now suburbs, part of the cities they used to be next to. These engines have spread throughout the world, and now hundreds of millions of tons of cargo are now carried across the world's oceans by enormous ships. What is to be done with a convoy of 100 wooden sailing vessels can now be done with a single cargo hauler. Precision manufacturing that started with the first mechanical devices in Jacques de Vaucanson's first mechanical slide rest, a device which allowed for precision machining of metal. It exploded the world's productivity, and people's earnings exploded exponentially in the following decades as a result. Today we can see mills that carve metal so thin that they are micrometer accurate, thinner than a strand of hair. Metal forging has continued in the same way, in simple hammers a few tons in weight, doing the work of 1,000 blacksmiths in a single blow of its enormous head, drawn up by pulley rope powered by a steam engine. These forge the ships, tools and machines of the Industrial Revolution. Now we have machines that press with 75,000 tons that manufacture the parts for the International Space Shuttle. The Industrial Revolution brought in many changes that we can still see in the modern day. Something that should be remembered when looking back at those dirty primitives as some think of them.